In a world where global trade agreements often feel like a puzzle, the United States is stepping up its game with ambitious strategies that could reshape the future of American business. As ongoing talks with China and other countries continue, the stakes are higher than ever. So, what does it all mean for you, the everyday American? Stay tuned as we break down the latest trade developments and how they're pushing America towards a golden age of manufacturing and fair trade. Welcome to BizNance Hub. Today, we're diving into the most critical issues facing American trade today. With discussions heating up between the U.S. and China in Switzerland, everyone's asking, what can we expect from these talks, and how will they affect your daily life? U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnik recently shared some insight on these negotiations, emphasizing that managing expectations is key. He acknowledged that discussions like these are complex and may take several rounds to bear fruit. But ultimately, the goal is clear: reduce tensions and ensure fair trade for American businesses. Secretary Lutnik said, "One of the main objectives is to de-escalate the current tariff situation. Right now, tariffs of 145% and 125% are making it incredibly difficult to conduct business. These high tariffs are essentially blocking trade between the U.S. and China. The goal is to reset the conversation and negotiate fairer terms for both sides. But here's something important to understand. There's been a lot of talk about how the U.S. is pressuring other countries to isolate China. However, Lutnik quickly shot that down, calling it fake news. He stressed that the primary focus remains on boosting the American economy. According to him, President Trump's vision is all about bringing manufacturing back to the U.S. and ensuring American-made products have a competitive edge. Let's break it down further. The current strategy is designed to encourage foreign companies to set up production in the U.S. If they want to manufacture abroad, they'll face tariffs, making their goods less competitive. But if they build here, those tariffs disappear. This America First strategy isn't just about trade, it's about creating jobs and ensuring that U.S. workers benefit from global commerce. Now, it's not just about China. America is making strides with other countries as well. Lutnik pointed to the successful trade deal with the U.K., which opened up a $5 billion market for U.S. exporters. American beef ranchers and corn farmers are particularly excited as they've never had access to this market before. This is just one example of how opening up new markets can help fuel American growth. The U.K. deal is a win, but it's just the beginning. America's strategy is to keep negotiating to break down non-tariff trade barriers in other countries, giving American manufacturers and farmers a chance to compete globally. The goal is clear: make American products more affordable and accessible, create more American jobs, and reshape the global trade landscape to benefit U.S. businesses. However, there's some skepticism among the public. Recent polls show that 72% of Americans believe tariffs will make goods more expensive. Many also feel that tariffs could harm the economy. But here's the thing. Secretary Lutnik argues that this skepticism is based on short-term perceptions. According to him, the long-term benefits will be clear once trade deals are solidified and markets open up. He pointed to the UK trade deal as proof that the strategy works. It's not just about opening new markets, it's also about reshoring manufacturing jobs back to America. The president's vision is to bring trillions of dollars in investment into US factories, creating construction jobs and driving economic growth. And importantly, once these products are made in America, there are no tariffs to worry about. But let's address the current challenges. On the West Coast, hundreds of dock workers have been laid off due to the slowdown in imports. This has had a ripple effect on the trucking industry and other sectors. So, what does Secretary Lutnik have to say to these American workers? His message is simple. The administration is actively working on negotiations to resolve the issue with China, and it's all part of a bigger plan to get tariffs down and make trade work for America. Lutnik also emphasized that the broader international trade landscape is relatively tariff-free at 10%. The real challenge is with China, where tariffs are much higher. The administration is focused on finding a resolution that will benefit U.S. workers and businesses without compromising global trade. Finally, some critics, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, have been vocal about the potential economic damage caused by these tariffs. Schumer referred to the trade policy as economic arson, arguing that tariffs will hurt American consumers. However, Lutnik disagrees. He pointed out that, historically, the cost of tariffs is not passed directly onto consumers. Instead, foreign companies often adjust their prices to remain competitive in the U.S. market. This means American goods are able to compete at a lower cost, benefiting consumers in the long run. Lutnik concluded by encouraging Americans to stay optimistic. The administration's trade deals are already showing results, and there's more to come. The key is patience and trust that the long-term benefits will outweigh the short-term challenges. If you found this discussion helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to BizNance Hub for more updates on global trade and the U.S. economy. Stay informed and be part of the conversation.